Hey, welcome to the Will Zone, where we are talking Huskies today. So I just wanted to do a little season preview and talk about some players that I'm excited about for the upcoming year. The Huskies were 8-2 over their first 10 games of the season, and that's before conference play. We start conference play this upcoming Saturday. And two of the losses, one came to Michigan State, and the second one came to West Virginia. Both those losses, they were within 4 points. We lost within 4 points. I think the West Virginia game was 3 points, and the Michigan State was 4. Regardless, we shot under 20% from behind the arc in both those games, and it's just not a good recipe to beat good teams. So we're going to really have to shoot the ball. I think that really starts from other spots on the floor with us, especially Sanogo and Martin. They were out the last two games. They were actually not available for that West Virginia loss, and they weren't there for the St. Bonaventures game that we just played as well, that we did beat the Bonnies. One of the best mascot names around, by the way, the Bonnies, St. Bonaventure Bonnies. Now my second point, the guys I'm excited about. So there's a couple guys I'm really excited about watching this year. One of them is Jordan Hawkins. The kid can just shoot. Got a beautiful jumper. You know, you can see him get into his head a little bit because he's a young guy. Him and Jackson at the end of that St. Bonaventure game really connected in ways that I really like to see, which excited me a lot. Jackson was facilitating the ball, which is something that Jackson needs to do a little more in his sophomore year, because I think he also suffers from, looking young, I guess I'll call it. And when I say that, I think I mean that, you can see a guy when they have the ball kind of get in their own head and, either try to do too much or not do enough and be afraid to shoot, just not doing the natural basketball motion that you're used to seeing as a fan. Especially when you watch a guy like RJ Cole that always seems to do something basketball motion. And those guys are so fun to watch. It's just growth. It's just getting better and having experience. And we're watching it over the course of the season. And so that's why I'm excited. I'm excited for Jordan Hawkins to get better. I'm also excited for Andre Jackson to really find himself in his second year here. I think he's got unbelievable athletic talent. You need to realize that you got four other guys out there that you're working with as a team, and that need to operate like so. So I think once he starts, I'm sure he knows that. I think it's the fact of putting that into practice when you're actually in a game. And there's a big difference between able to practice and hear it from the coaching staff, and then being sent out there in the middle of a game situation and be able to actually do that. And I think that's what the biggest learning curve for young guys in general is really being able to translate that speed, that game speed, into what they learned from practice. And so, I hope that they can do that. I think they've got guys on the floor like Martin and Cole that really can help them out, which is terrific. And I think Gaffney is a shining example of what you can do to become a better player. Akok Akok is a great guy to look at when it comes to just gaining basketball IQ and looking at natural talent coming out of the gate. Akok Akok, great shot blocker. That's really where he started out. He was fantastic at defense. He was just in your face defensively. And then he developed an offensive game. Now he's draining threes. He's sitting in the corner shooting post up threes and knocking them down. And under Danny Hurley, UConn's been a place where guys can turn into guys that they were not. Isaiah Whaley, the fact that I haven't talked about him in this conversation, the guy came in as one of the most hardworking, rim protector, down low, doing the dirty work type of guy. This team is fun to watch for that reason, because you get to watch guys grow. And I'm glad that it's not really turned into I hope it doesn't eventually, but I'm glad it hasn't turned into the one and done school. I think it needs to. UConn always kind of needs to hang its hat on development. We can have the James Book nights. That's fine. But we have to understand that those James Book nights are the flash in the pan guys that may only be here for a year or two. But we're really going to thrive on the guys that we develop that want to stick around, like the Tyler Pollys and the Isaiah Whaleys. Those types of guys. R.J. Cole, was coached by Danny Hurley's father in high school. It's these kids that are homegrown that like play basketball in a really smart, knowledgeable way. That's what really gets me excited about Danny Hurley and about the future of the UConn program. So here we go. I mean, fans are back. We're ranked 20th in the country, and we start Big East play this upcoming Saturday, and against Providence at home. Let's go Huskies. And hey, if you liked what you heard and you want to hear more of it, or you hated it and you want to argue with me, hey, maybe we can start our own channel together and we can argue with each other. I don't know. If you're who knows. Let's you know where to talk to me if you want something to say, and then if you want to keep hearing from me, I keep pointing the wrong damn direction. If you want to keep hearing from me, you know what to click. So, all right, it's been a pleasure, everybody, and I will talk to you soon. I'm gonna make another video after the Providence game to recap how that goes, and let's go Huskies. Let's kick some butt. All right, everybody have a good day. Bye.